wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. We Ric Flairing on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. Check, we Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Ric Flairing, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death, I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. One eye open like Betty Wops and fine to these circles that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders, trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow, who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. We Ric Flairing on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like the mother guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. We Ric Flairing on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Phase, yeah, Bubba C, yeah, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing, son up, baby.
Hey, yo, Scotty, you going crazy for this one. We see what you're doing, we salute you. Hey, let's get it started. It's backpack, Capital One. What's in your wallet? Got a call from my man A. Scott. I said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Try to pay me for doing this. Look, bruh, if you don't get off my line with that foolishness, voice of the SWAC, pull up where you at, no cap. If the Brody is speaking the soft facts, my advice, tune in to every show. Captain Petty, but we know that the sergeants are with the smoke. Speculate, just tell me what is we doing. Get into it, okay, look, I'ma say this and keep it moving. My boy Scotty, man, he off of the leash. Black grad, paying college, I'm glad that he called me. Walking cause we all been taught that talk is cheap. Even primetime knows Scott for the HBCU streets.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Scotty back with another one. Hope you Bamas are having a great hump day. The countdown to Christmas is here. 8 days to Christmas, man. I hope you guys are getting all your stuff taken care of, your gifts, your presents, and all that type of stuff. It is just the season, okay? Just and you know what? You know, the port of giveth and the port of taken away. The portal giveth and the portal taketh away. That's where we at right now. So I am currently working on something in the background, so bear with me real quick. Listen, guys, I'm black. You know, I'm apologizing. I do stuff on my own time, at my own speed, at my own pace. So bear with me. All right. Perfect. Bam. There we go. Bam. There we go. No, I need to be in front of that. Apologies. All right, listen. We gonna get into all of it today. Make sure you like and subscribe. You already know what it is. Don't expect too many of these like one-off shows because, man, listen, ain't a lot of stuff popping. And ain't a lot of stuff to talk about. And I don't do no basketball, so nobody gives a damn, right? So that's just not me. So, but shout out to the Southern girls. Shout out to the Howard girls. I believe they won. They beat the Howard boys. I'm sorry, Howard boys beat Cincinnati, man. HBCU is really doing their thing. Gotta give them that. Gotta give them that. All right, now listen. You know what the show is. You know what the show is all about today, and listen. I gotta start off right. Okay. Go. Hey, that boy Teddy Keaton done jumped into the portal. Go. Hey, if you know, you know. Okay, listen, if you're too young to understand, it's not for you. If you're too young to understand, it's just not for you. Okay, so just move along. Okay, just move along. Anyway, right? So let's get into it. Now, the hot topic of today. Woo, listen. My jaw hit the ground when I thought somebody was joking. I thought it was like April Fools, you know, one of them things like somebody done died and then everybody lying. I'm like, there's no possible way this could be true. There again, I'm gonna say this again. I'm like, there's no possible way. This dude just came off of playing for a championship. I'm like, now, if anybody be asking for coaches to be fired, is me. I am the king of asking coaches to be fired. But I tell y'all all the time in HBCU, and I'm using all 4 letters. If you want to get fired, do your job. And if you want to stay a long time, don't do your job. That's facts. That's facts. You can take that to the bank. When you're dealing with an HBCU, if you want to keep your job, don't do your job. Okay? If you want to get fired very quickly, do your job. That's facts. That's absolutely facts. Somebody gonna have to explain this one to me because this didn't make no damn sense. None whatsoever. Like, I'm just like, oh, now we firing 500 coaches? Because, I mean, I know a coach. I know plenty of coaches that should have been fired. Little Bill should have been fired. Little Bill should have been fired when he lost to this Bama. The fact that Little Bill still got a job and Teddy Keaton don't is crazy. Can I say that? I need y'all to understand what I'm saying. Little Bill, Bethune-Cookman, still has his job, and he lost to the man that don't have a job. I'm going to let that sink in for you. That tells you how crazy this is. But I digress. Now, before I dive into the word on the street, because that's what I'm going to give it to you, right? Before I dive into word on the street, I need you guys to understand the magnitude of what was done. Because I know a lot of y'all don't know D2 football. I don't know a lot of D2 football, right? I ask all my questions to Kendrick. If anybody know my boy D2 HBCU football on Twitter, Mr. Tuskegee grad himself, right? Mr. Bama State hater, like not hate her, but he hates them, right? They're rivals, but you know what I'm saying? Mr. Hate Bama State, right? Hey, that should be on the shirt, Mr. Hate Bama State. That's a bar. That's a bar. Okay, anyway. So I did my due diligence, right? I said, how bad is this program? Right? How bad was Clark Atlanta? And I need y'all to just sit with me for a minute while I take you back down.
It took me way back. Memory lane.
I gotta take you back. Because to know where your future is, you got to know what your history is, okay? To go forward, you got to go back. And I need Bamas to see how bad this was, right? Take your time. Take your time. Let that soak in. Let that soak into your spirit. Let that get in your spirit. Let God minister to you, okay? Before Teddy Keaton, I went 10 years. This thing gets worse than that. I just said, you know what, Scotty? Let's go back 10 years. 10 years. All right. 2014, 3-7. 2015, 1-8. 2016, 5-5. 2017, 4-6. 2018, 3-7. 2019, 0-10, 2021, 2-8, 2022, 3-7. The Bama got fired in 2023 because he went 0-10. That is 10 years worth of being ass cheeks in Atlanta. You're not Morehouse, you're Clark Atlanta. The bougie ratchet nice, right? Like you bougie ratchet. Like Morehouse is just bougie. You're like bougie ratchet. Everybody, you're like the smart kid everybody thinks is cool, right? You like Nunu, right? She got the mansion, but she like to hang out in the hood. That's what Clark Atlanta is. Okay? Now, let me take you to what Teddy Keaton did in year one. I'm going to say this. In year one, he went 7-3-1. He beat Bethune-Cookman. And he played for an SIAC championship. Year one. Second year, he goes 3-7. This can't be the reason he gets fired because you've been used to going 3-7. That can't be a reason. A guy who just had you in the SIAC championship, which you haven't sniffed. When I mean sniffed, I'm talking about, my boy, you didn't even get to second base. You don't even know what bra size she was wearing. Okay? You don't know if they sit up, down, left, right. He got a nipples pierced. You didn't even get to second base before Teddy Keaton got there. Teddy Keaton at least got you sniffing your fingers. You know what I'm saying? Teddy Keaton at least got her undressed. She at least laying in the bed with you. Now he might not have gone all the way, but damn, like she undressed in your bed, no drawers on, you winning. But then at the end, she just says, "Come in here, let's cuddle." Come in here, let's hold me. No, I'm not about to hold you. about to hold you? No. But you didn't even get that far before Teddy Keaton. You was still trying to get the girl's number. Teddy Keaton done dated her, took her to the party, took her back to the crib. You know what I'm saying? He over there like this. Oh, I was just gonna go over there with my boy. You know what I'm saying? He was, shit, I ain't about to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And to be let go in year 2? What are we doing? What is I feel like the Bama from Hallelujah. Lucy, you have some splaining to do. Hey, listen, man. Let's go to what is GTD, Yami? What is GTD? Got the draws. You know what I'm saying? So listen, this is the AD. Now we'll get to him, but this is the statement that they put out. Hopefully y'all members can read it because I can barely read it. I'm on the screen. Let me blow this up as big as I can. It says, dear Clark Atlanta University community, on behalf of Clark Atlanta University, I announce the departure of Coach Teddy Keaton, CAU head football coach who joined us in December 2023. His tenure included a remarkable 7-3-1 season in 2024, culminating in the championship appearance. We extended our gratitude to Coach Keaton for his leadership and contribution to our football program. We wish him the very best in his future endeavors. We will provide additional information regarding the future direction of the football program in the coming days. Thank you for your steadfast support of CAU, Dr. Jarrell. That's how you spell Jarrell? Niggas. Jarrell Drew, right? That's who said that. That's the AD, right? That's now again. You got to give Jarrell credit. He did hire Teddy Keaton. If I'm not mistaken. I don't believe I'm mistaken. I believe Jarrell hired Teddy Keaton. So you got to give him his kudos to that. But outside of that, I'm a little leery. That's all I'm going to say. Lovely presentation, right? Lovely, announcement and stuff like that. But let me just say one thing to you, Drew. You can't fuck this up. Oh, he didn't? See? That makes it even worse. Oh, man. I feel like Bernie Mac on Friday. Oh, man, come on. Get up. Get on up. Get up. I feel like, oh, I know you lying to me. He didn't hire this nigga. Oh, man. Drew. Drew. Oh my God. See, now you're playing a very dangerous game, Drew. You're playing a very dangerous game. You did not hire you didn't hire him, and you're firing a championship appearing head coach when your program has been the bottom of the barrel for the last 10 years. Now Clark Atlanta actually got some buzz. Now Clark Atlanta winning games, and you fire the winning coach. That is not good. Let me say this right here, right now. When I say you can't fuck this up, oh my God, you cannot fuck this up because you already fucked up now. You already effed up. And let me just say this, right? Before I get going, because I'm going to get going. It's like dating Megan Good, right? Like Devon Franklin. If anybody knows, Devon Franklin was married to Megan Good. Everybody loves Megan Good, right? They got a divorce, right? It's hard to one-up Megan Good. but he damn sure did. I don't know if y'all seen Devon. I know this is it's off script. Stay with me now. It's with me. I don't know if y'all seen Devon Franklin's wife. She bad, okay? And I'm talking about badder than Megan Good, if I do say so myself, to my eyes, right? So that's going up. That's not failing down. That's failing up. You, sir, cannot fail down. You can't fail down. That's what you can't do. You gotta fail up, because if you don't get this higher right, I'm telling you right now, you and your ears and your forehead gonna be out of a job. I'm telling you, your ears and your forehead all gonna be outside of AUC asking for unemployment soon, very soon, because you cannot make a decision like this if you do not have a backup in order. And I'm telling you right now, I 100% agree. He better go get a celebrity. You go get a regular coach. You go hire Eric Dooley if you want to. Go hire that Bama. See how that turn out for you. You better go. You better listen. You better go get somebody that's gonna make them forget about Teddy Keaton. That's the only way it's going. I'm telling you, it's like I'm telling you, it's like dating a girl, right? You gotta make her look pretty. You gotta make her look pretty, right? Somebody just sent me a picture and said Drew was at the press conference, so clearly he did. Listen. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. So yeah, I don't know if he made the hire or not, but he damn sure was at the press conference. Let me send y'all this real quick. So, and then at the end of the day, even if you hire Ed Reed gotta win. Okay, Ed Reed got to win. He can't just sit there and look pretty. Ed Reed win. You see what I'm saying? So it's one of those. So this is Drew. All right, this is Drew at the press conference. Ears and forehead and all, right? Ears, forehead and all. He right here. This is him. All right. Ears, forehead, and all up in the pictures, right? So again, I don't know if he made the hire or not. Okay, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it at that. Now, let's get into a little word on the street. I know that's all y'all Bama's be waiting about anyway. All right. Now, word on the street is that it was the Battle of Clark. That it was from what I've been told, it was an ego issue that Mr. Forehead, a.k.a. Drew, right? He had a problem with Teddy Keaton's notoriety in Atlanta. That's just word on the street. Also word on the street that this was not a mutual part. Listen, again, right? You're not going to get this on Fox News. You're not going to get this on the Ballhead Rick Fox report. You're not going to get none of this. Okay, this is straight on ground level street media. Okay, so again, take it with a grain of salt, because if you're like, Scotty, I haven't seen an official report about that, take your old ass somewhere else. This ain't that type of media. Okay, I'm giving you straight Nana Paw alumni. I'm in the room, I'm drinking champagne in the back, I done seen something. That's what you getting here. Okay, TMZ worthy, baby. TMZ worthy stuff, right? So there was not a mutual agreement. Word on the street is that he was let go very quickly, unapologetically, unannounced, just let go, right? From what I've been told is that they just had problems, right? That, after the championship, he felt he should have more say so, and this should happen, and this should. There was a lot of power tripping in that Clark Atlanta matrix, and those were some of the biggest hurdles for, you know what I'm saying, Coach Teddy Keaton. That's from what I'm been told, right? So again, I don't know if it's enough to fire your guy, but it kind of feels like perfect example. Thank you, guy. It feels like a Jerry Jones and Jimmy Johnson situation where who built this? Was it Forehead or was it Teddy Keaton? You get what I'm saying? Like, that's where you're at, right? Like literally, that's where we're at. It's a Jimmy Johnson and Jerry Jones situation. It's a perfect analogy because of the situation is, hey, who built it? Was it Forehead or was it Teddy Keaton? Why am I not getting more notoriety? Why is everybody loving on Teddy Keaton? Why? It's a lot of that. That is what I've been told. That is what the issues are. Now, were there some people on staff that were doing some haywire stuff? That's what I've also heard. But again, for anybody, because I know a lot of people, it is not a Sharon Moore situation. Has not, because listen, as soon as the black man get let go, everybody thought, oh, Scotty, Sharon, another Sharon. No, it's not another Sharon Moore. First of all, he's married to a black woman, and y'all know any niggas in here married to a black woman. If you change your socks too fast, she gonna think something up. Black women, watch your patterns. It ain't no getting free. Ain't no none of that. Okay. He married to a black woman, and you know, black women got eyes like hawks. They got eyes like owls, right? They just be like straight 360 necks. I see it all. All I see. So no, there's no Sharon Moore situation here. There is no inappropriate nothing. It is literally Jimmy Johnson, Jerry Jones. Jimmy Johnson, Jerry Jones. Who bought the chicken? Who made the eggs? Right? So that's what it is. Who made the meal? And that's where the battle came in at. And now you see him out as the head coach. Now, granted, Teddy Keaton's the kind of guy you can't keep him down for long because he's a winner. He's a winner. Absolutely winner. Now for me, listen, shit. Hey, if I'm Teddy, I would just go ahead and slide right on over to Albany State. What? It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. If I'm Albany State, by Quinn, the next Monday, okay, right before Christmas, we bringing in Teddy Keaton. Quinn going through the front door, Teddy Keaton coming in right the back door with the jersey. Hey. And in the press conference, as only Teddy Keaton can do, we putting 40 on Clark. We putting 40 on Clark Atlanta. 40. That's it. That's what I'm doing. They have a winning pedigree. I'm not taking no Morehouse job. He was just at Clark. You want him to go from one ass school to another ass school? I'm not doing that. That's like jumping from one project chick to another project chick. Like, I'm not trying to have multiple baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Go get you a high sedity classy lady. Go up there to Albany State and keep that thing on rolling. You know what I'm saying? What Busta Rhymes saying? Hey, C Breezy, let me show you how to do that. Keep that dice rolling when you do that thing right there. Like, come on, man. What we doing? I'm not going to another ass. If I'm Teddy Keaton, I'm not smoking crack and going to UAPB. You're asking me to be a miracle freaking worker. I'm not that. Okay, I'm not doing that. Now, people said, why Grambling? Because Mickey Joseph's contract is up in Thursday. Oh, y'all niggas ain't know? Y'all Bammers ain't know? Listen, Mickey Joseph contract is up Thursday. Anybody heard of a renewal? Anybody heard of a renewal? Okay. So again, Grambling, perfect opportunity. Thursday. It's either this Thursday or next Thursday, but it's one of these Thursdays. His contract is up, and ain't nobody heard about no renewal. Now, rumor has it, and I'll drop that information on Howard. But rumor has it is that Howard's is about to sign Alvin Parker. That's the word on the street for that. That Howard is probably about to bring in Dr. Alvin Parker. That's just what I've heard. Okay. Now, so my thing is this. I think Grambling should definitely call Teddy Keaton. I think that would be I think that's a great call. I think that's a great hire. Again, if you can't afford Mickey Joseph, you go get you a Teddy Keaton. He definitely in your price range, right? Pay him about $260, $250. You know what I'm saying? Do what he do. Morgan State. I think Morgan State will be a great fit for Teddy Keaton. Why? Because Morgan does not have an identity. Now they have a defensive identity. They've never had an offensive identity, right? So that is. Now, honorable mention. That's what that HM says. HM is honorable mention. Alabama A&M. Listen. Dr. Bryant hired Teddy Keaton at Stillman. Okay. I know Teddy Keaton was a finalist for the Alabama A&M job. If Sam Shade has another year like he did it this year, I would have Teddy Keaton on speed dial. That's just me. If he just ends up being out of work for a year or something like that, and he's kicking back and he's sitting back looking at his options, kind of like a Bill Belichick or whatever, or whoever, like just, hey, I'm collecting my checks, right? Until I find the job that I want. Alabama A&M would sure be a nice fit. That's all I'm saying. Right? And also, I think Tuskegee. I don't know how Aaron still has a job. Shout out to I met Aaron. He's a cool guy, and nothing personal, right? But I don't know how he still has a job at Tuskegee. He hasn't lived up to Tuskegee standards. So again, my number one pick is Albany State. I think Quentin Gray walks out the front, Teddy Keaton walks right back in the back door of it, and it is his show. They bring in another winning head coach with some winning pedigree, and he keeps that thing rolling. Point blank, period. I think a great number two will be Grambling. I think Teddy Keaton offensively is probably one of the best HBCU offensive coordinators, one of the best top 5 when it comes to offenses and recruiting talent and getting quarterbacks and all that type of stuff, right? So again, I believe his freshman, listen to this. His freshman played 6 games, if I'm not mistaken. He played 6 games and was the freshman of the year, newcomer of the year, and I think he outthrew every quarterback in those 6 games, if I'm not mistaken. At least he was top 3 in yards in the SIAC, right? So again, talent is not the problem for Teddy Keaton in developing that talent. Just like when he developed the kid he had a couple years ago, right? That he brought from Allen to Clark Atlanta and all that. Again, Teddy Keaton is a winner. Winners win. And with this situation, Clark Atlanta cannot mess this up simply because is that you literally let a winner walk out your front door when your program hasn't been anything in the last 10 years. That is absolutely crazy. Listen, if West Florida, if I'm a winning program, I'm calling Teddy Keaton. Ooh, who's a better coach, him or Quinn? You know what? I think they're both great in what they do, but Teddy Keaton's been a head coach before, right? So that's the conundrum. Quinn's never been a head coach, so now you're walking into a role that you don't know if he can feel. You know what he can do defensively. You know how he can handle it, but just managing people, managing the staff and all that, those are hurdles that you got to roll with a first-year head coach. That, you know what I'm saying? If I'm Tuskegee, do I reach out to Terenzo Quinn? I think I do. If I'm Clark Atlanta, do I reach out to Terenzo Quinn? I think you do, right? You got to go. You can't go, again, you can't. Teddy Keaton is Megan Good. Right? You can't go get Amy Winehouse. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta go up. You gotta get a Beyonce. You gotta find Rihanna. You gotta find somebody in that echelon. You know what I'm saying? To make it be like, it wasn't too bad, but I really like Teddy, but I like this girl too. Right? That's where it's at with that. But I don't think those are bad hires. I just don't think Mr. Forehead can mess it up. He can't mess that up. And then if Teddy Keaton goes to Albany and you got to see him on the red and he beats you, yeah, I'm going to need your job, my boy. I'm going to need your job. Ears, forehead, this your last check. This is your 2-week notice, sir. I'm just saying. Just saying. Got to go, my boy. You got to go. So that's just what it is to me. That's just what it is. Hopefully, I can't wait to see Teddy Keaton back out there. Hopefully, he goes to Albany State. I think Albany State is it's a layup. It is a layup. It is a Mono Ginobili layup. Okay, I'm here with it. It's too easy. Like Albany State, don't make this hard, man. Come on, man. Don't make this hard. Very simple. Don't make this hard. Now, I told y'all. Now, Alabama State fans over there like, why, Scotty? Why? I know what y'all was doing. I know how y'all was feeling.
Something told me it was over when I saw you and her talking. Something deep down in my soul said, cry, girl. When I saw you and that girl walking around.
When you saw him talking to that coach from UAB,
Ooh, I would rather go blind, boy, than to see you walk away from me, child.
Something told me it was over. Now listen. Oh man. Now listen. Okay. Let me just say this. Am I privy to some information that I cannot speak on this platform because I don't want to, say some stuff and tarnish some stuff? I am. I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. I am privy to again. The young man was in my wedding. What do you want me to do? Okay, he was in my, literally, not at my wedding. He was in my wedding. Okay, so I just need y'all to understand when it's different. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. It's different. So now, gotta give kudos, right? Gotta give kudos to Alabama State. Alabama State did not go down without a fight. They came in at the last hour. I didn't appreciate that. That's just me. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you. I didn't appreciate that. I feel like if you have Andrew, that this should have been a conversation that was happening throughout the season. That's just my personal opinion. How they do their business is how they do their business, right? But Alabama State was willing to pay Drew, and he probably would have been the highest paid HBCU player ever. I would have a button for that.
Oh, goddamn.
He would have probably been the highest paid player in HBCU history in the NIL era. That's facts. Just like straight cash, homie. Like I'm talking about like straight cash. Like if I told you the number, you'd be like, what? Yes. He would have been the highest paid player in HBCU football. Now, let me say this. I am not his agent at all. I do not represent Andrew at all. Do I talk to Andrew? I talk to Andrew. Do I talk to his family? I talk to his family. But I am not his agent. Now listen, what I will say is for anybody, I'm gonna say this right. Let me blow myself up. For any haters, I'm gonna say this personally. For any haters that think that Andrew does not have Power 4 schools calling him, they have called me to ask me to talk to him. Now, again, I don't get on here and lie. I don't get on here and falsify. But I'm telling you, 2 of them were from the SEC and 1 of them were for the ACC. So, again, it's not saying he's going Power 4. All I'm telling you is I've had conversations with coaches from SEC programs and ACC programs that have asked me, hey, what is Andrew's number? What do we got to do to get him to that school? Right? So again, that's what I'm saying. I'm not his agent, but we have heard from multiple institutions. Okay? Just leave it like that. Now, where does an HBCU All-American Player of the Year, where does he go? Now, listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. This is my opinion, right? I am not speaking on, I got to make a disclaimer with y'all, Bammers. I am not speaking on or about any person in the Body family. This is my personal opinion of who and what team Andrew should go to. Personal opinion, right? So not speaking on behalf of the Bodies or whatever. Now, have some HBCU programs reached out to me? Yes, they have. I'll just leave it at that. Now, me personally, I am worried that Andrew going Power 4 is a very political game. What you're hearing me say, I have literally said to Andrew on the phone. So this is not anything I've told him this to his face, so I'm not saying anything behind his back, right? You cannot go out. It's all about opportunity. It is not about financial, right? Because Power 4s have the money to pay you $700,000-$800,000 to sit your happy ass on the bench. And nobody should want to go out in their senior year on the bench and just say, well, at least I got paid $700,000. That ain't it, right? So it's about the opportunity. What program gives you the best opportunity to go and show off your ability at the next level and say, hey, I can play with the big boys. Now, me personally, I have a friend who is a Senior Bowl scout, and me and him see the same thing. I think it is in Andrew's best ability to go to a high-level G5. Western Kentucky has had quarterbacks drafted in their offensive system. I'm going to tell you what else a Senior Bowl stat said, right? Another Senior Bowl, the Senior Bowl scout that I'm cool with, he told me this. He said HBCU offenses are not built to show off and they're not complex enough to really show the capabilities of the player, of the quarterback. They're really simplistic and really mundane. And as well, when you add that to the competition level, sometimes it's just like you can't trust it. So what he said is even he would like to see Drew go G5 and really turn up, right? And we both said Western Kentucky, right? Because again, if Bailey Zappy Bailey, whatever his name is, he went to Western Kentucky and ended up being drafted. They also had Mike White drafted from there, right? Again, you got to go to a system that is in your best benefit to show off your talents. North Texas is a great one, right? The kid is, I think that freshman that just threw for like 4,000 yards. I believe he's in the portal right now, right? James Madison has a junior guy that's going like it's a lot of things. James Madison, North Texas. You know, you want to go to that premium level G5 right below because one, they're probably going to play a Power 4 school, right? And that's what you want to play those type of games, right? A Clemson, a Tennessee, all those type of stuff, Texas Tech or whatever. All right, and have those opportunities to show off your abilities, right? Because my thing is this: I believe G5s would guarantee him a starting spot before a Power 4 school would. Now, this is nothing I haven't told him in his face. I said, a Power 4 school rebuild, Andrew has an opportunity to start there, right? Because in my personal opinion, right, let's say a Wake Forest, a Syracuse, a Florida State somewhat, you know, think of probably like one of your worst Oklahoma State, right? Like you want to go Oregon, like Oregon State, right? They got a new head. Like you want to go to rebuilds. Why do you go to rebuilds? Is because coaches are looking for an opportunity to find a spark, to find a guy that can take them to another level, right? First year head coaches or whatever. You're trying to get in that ballpark, right? To where I'm playing big boy ball, and at the same time, I'm having the opportunity to show off my talents. Now, again, you're playing big boy ball, so big boy ball comes with big boy problems, bigger, faster, stronger guys, situation like that. So you just have to be very mindful. So it is what it is. But we have to sit back and enjoy the ride. Like, at the end of the day, it's his life. It's his choice. When the portal opens, we'll see what it looks like, right? We shall see what it looks like. But I want to be very careful. I want to be very honest with you guys. I was surprised of the HBCUs that reached out to match the offer of Alabama State. I'm not going to lie to you. I was very surprised of some of the schools that called and said, "Hey, Alabama State's paying them what? We'll match that and give them this and give them that," right? So I could only, man, listen. Y'all Bamas need to have y'all kids running, tackling, and like the money. I just need y'all to understand the money that has been called. The money that has been thrown around is it's crazy to me. Like if you got a son, tell him to put the books down and pick up a pigskin because they are paying money out the wazoo out here in these streets. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. All right, call lines are open. I'm going to open this link up. My call line has been acting up. So, I'm going to try my call line one more time and see if it works. If not, then I'm going to go back to, nah, I'm not going to try it. I'm going to just do the link because I don't got time for it. All right. I'm posting the link in the chat. You can jump on the link, come on up, say your opinion, say your thoughts, say your, whatever you got to say. And in a little bit, I'm going to get up out of here. All right. But it's okay, Bama State. Y'all be fine. Y'all be fine. I will be fine. And let me say this before I go. All right. What I do not like about HBCU, i.e. Bama State, I just feel as though, all I'm going to say is this. I feel as though if you're Bama State, you do a better job of the best. They always say the best time to go looking for a job is when you have a job, right? My thing is this. The best time to negotiate with a player is when you have the player. When you're going through the season and you're seeing what he's doing and you're seeing that's a great time to just have the conversation. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it at that. What's up, Q?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can. What's going on with you?
All right, I've been chomping at the bit to get this one. So, couple questions. You don't have to answer, so just want to get it out. It depends on how healthy Andrew is currently at the moment. If he's healthy enough, I'm sure he's probably taking some conversations with some people, as you mentioned, and some teams, and they probably say, okay, we'll try to get him in to see, evaluate him to see where he is. If he is looking for a guaranteed starting job, I believe you're correct. But since he has 1 year, I believe it'll be in his best interest to go to a Power 5, P4, and kind of compete for a job against somebody else who's coming. I believe that most of your big time will bring in two people on the NIL, and they'll let him compete, and you can get the best of both worlds. You might get him in a more short term since he only has 1 year, but for the long term, you might have somebody who's more the long term project to kind of build. And I don't think he needs a lot of games to show that he can get from to the next level, which is the NFL. So I believe he can play himself high into the NFL draft if he went to a P4 that had the weapons around him to do what he needs to do. The question is going to be durability. Can he stay healthy for a whole year? But from the sample size that I believe that he can show, if he got there, he can do it. The next question, which I think I'm going to let you answer, is you mentioned, I think you just gave out a number, 750,000. Is that the floor for what people could be offering for a starting quarterback?
I'll tell you this, he was offered 6 figures at an HBCU.
Okay. I can believe that.
He was offered 6 figures. Now that's all. I'm gonna leave it at that, right? And I'll say the G5s have been coming around mid 6 figures.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that was all I had. I was like, okay, I understand.
Let me push back, and I'm not really pushing back. I just want to have a conversation. My thing was this, right? A lot of people use shameless, right? Like they're like shameless, and I keep telling people. I told Drew this. I said that kid was not supposed to play. He literally took that money for the opportunity. He was on the bench. If Austin Simmons does not get hurt, he never sees the field.
Right.
He never sees the field, right? So I told you, are you okay with going to a P4? Because everything's a risk. Like life is a risk. Because you go to Bama State, you have a guaranteed starting job.
That's correct.
This is I'm gonna keep it. I'm telling you exactly what I'm telling Andrew. I'm not telling you anything. I'm just telling you. I said to Andrew, I don't go back to Bama State because Bama State's offense doesn't get me to the Senior Bowl. Bama State's offense does not get me to the Shrine Bowl. It might get to the Shrine Bowl. It might get to the Shrine Bowl, right? But like you said, that's if he stays healthy. He has to stay healthy to the whole. I 100% agree with you. He has to be healthy the whole year. But you go to Western Kentucky, you go to FIU, you go to James Madison, you go to North Texas, you put up 3,000-4,000 yards, you'll probably get invited to the Senior Bowl. You go to a Syracuse, you go to a Boston College, you go to a Florida State, and you put up 3,000, 2,500 yards, you'll get invited to the Senior Bowl, right? So again, the higher you go up, the less you have to throw. Anybody debating me on that? Look at the kid at Indiana. In the last 10 years, he's the lowest throwing yards per quarterback to win a Heisman. He threw, I think, like 28 to 2,900 yards. But again, he won. He beat Ohio State. So he had Heisman moments, right? So again, you got to understand how this thing works. The higher you go up, the less stats you really need because they care about the competition. Who are you playing against? How did you look when you played against the best of the best? So the lower you go, the more your stats have to be. The higher you go, you don't have to have those outrageous stats. You just have to be competent.
The reason why I would not choose Florida State or teams like that, he has to evaluate what is the offensive identity going to be. If anybody watched Florida State this year, offensive identity was all around the map, which led them to be bad towards the middle end of the year after the Virginia game. So you need to find somebody who can call the offense and has enough leadway so they don't just pull them out of the game in and out. And I believe that can happen at somewhere like Florida State because, I believe they're going to bring in more than one quarterback. I believe they got that kind of money to do that. So
absolutely,
that's what he's going to be up against. So he got to really – this is going to be a big decision for him.
It will. And I told him, I said, man, I'm just along for the ride, man. I'm just along for the ride. So it is what it is, man. I appreciate the call, Quentin.
All right.
All right, bro. Peace. Smash coming to you.
Whoa, what's good with it, Scotty?
Whoa, I almost swerve on that corner. Whoa.
Look, this is what I know Andrew, he probably listening. This is what I would do if I was Andrew. I'm gonna ask you a question after this. Like, you're taking a risk, you know what I'm saying? I know Andrew been getting hurt a lot, but he also taking a risk going to a bigger school. You know what I'm saying? They giving you a guaranteed bag, like that 6-7, like you say, that's a hell of a debate to go get the guaranteed money. And you say some HBCUs offering him 6 figures too. You ain't never say what that 6 figures is. If I was Andrew, I know for sure he could be playing the SWAC again next year. We all could easily, right?
Yeah.
I hate to say this, you know what I'm saying, but I go somewhere like Jackson State, moonwalk on the fucking SWAC, moonwalk on the fucking Celebration Bowl, you know what I'm saying? And you didn't did it 2 years in a row. You already getting notoriety right now. I'm pretty sure in the NFL scouts. Listen,
it makes so much. It does make so much. It does, right? But again, this is the issue. TC Taylor does not run an offense that will get you to the seat. Now, let me.
You just said it. That the Heisman quarterbacks that they've been getting there, they win that and I had to throw that much.
Let me hold on. No. At a higher level, right? Like he can't throw 2,400 yards in the SWAC. Like no. He got to be in that 4,000, 5,000 yards in the SWAC, right? Now, granted, I want to say this. I'm not on the Jackson State bandwagon, but I'm gonna play devil's advocate with you. Yeah. If he goes to Jackson,
that's SWAC championship. Who's stopping it?
It's SWAC. We all know it's SWAC championship. Okay, that's not the hard part. The hard part is TC Taylor does not have he doesn't run an offense that can allow him to put up 3,000 to 4,000 yards passing. That's the issue. That's the issue. You get what I'm saying? Like if he let Nate, because I believe he's gonna like Fortillion, Nate, and give him another guy. Like Nate alone is gonna go for 1,000. With Andrew, he gonna go for Nate is just too special, right? Like if you bring Rimber back and you add these other pieces because they haven't had a problem finding talent, you put them on Jackson. It's a SWAC, it's a Celebration Bowl moonwalk, right? But again,
too, I think we debating too. I know money is a factor, so I don't know what Jackson. I'm gonna say Jackson probably one of the ones that offered him. He gonna get a decent sized bag. And you're going to get all the exposure I feel like you need. You got the game in Vegas next year. You know what I'm saying? You probably got a Celebration Bowl again. If you win SWAC championship, they're getting all the eyes too. You are the new key driving force to what's making Jackson State hot again. You know what I'm saying? Because now you have to – a lot of teams, just be honest, niggas like Jackson, oh, yeah, y'all gettable. Grambling and y'all gettable. You add Jackson, and now you add Andrew, now niggas like, damn, I got to fuck with these niggas again. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying I would go – to someone like that, and I get a decent sized bag, and then is he still eligible to play in a bowl game that's in New Orleans too, as well?
If he stays in HBCU, you talking about the Legacy Bowl?
The Legacy Bowl.
It's only for HBCU players.
I know. I would go find the best white team, dominate this motherfucker. Yeah, get a decent sized bag. He already the best shit right now. He can get some looks, and then too, a little biased opinion. Come be Marshall Fox Dark Horse. You know what I'm saying? Come be the nigga who put him on the map. I'm just being honest. Just real spill. You know what I'm saying? Just we talk. Come on, we gonna get to a bag. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. You got all the publicity Marshall Fox gonna get his first year. You know what I'm saying? And who the quarterback is. You know what I'm saying? So he have a bunch of options. I just would love him to stay in the SWAC because I would just hate to see him go bigger, and you know what I'm saying, like people be impatient with him. You know what I'm saying? Like we all know Andrew fucking good. Also, too, University of Birmingham, he just beat the sleeves off y'all. Why y'all not offering him? He beat the brakes off. You know what I'm saying?
They offered. They offered.
Oh, they offered? Oh, all right. Well, yeah.
I mean, they talked to him, so yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, I would love. I know he won't go bigger and to get looks. I just feel as though even if he gets something like 700,000 to go to a bigger school, I feel like he can have the same impact with a safer. A less risk of getting hurt going to a dominant team like a Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. I'll be calling PB too. What's that with y'all? I'm better than y'all quarterback. Y'all trying to run it back? Just being honest.
They don't. I get what you're saying. I just don't trust their offenses. Like, I'll say this. I agree. The only one I would go to is NCCU. If you're Dale State too, I would go Dale State. Because I like Nemo. I think Nemo can get him in that 3,000. but you know what Matt Leon gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what they gonna do.
Right.
In the competition they play, right? They play the UNA. They have a great out of conference schedule, and they probably have a P4 on staff. So to me, and again, all Andrew got to do is win 5 games. That's it. 5 games.
Will it not want him? Will it ain't hollering at him?
You said what?
Will it ain't hollering at him?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Who reached out.
I will not confirm or deny who has reached out.
You said 5 games, or like, I know that nigga just won a couple games. But nevertheless, Andrew, if you're listening, you got a bunch of options. Think that bag first, because that's some nice bags. But I feel like you can run the table at a dominant SWAC school and still get to the fucking NFL, because you already played a player of the year 2 times in a row. You know what I'm saying? What a celebration bowl would say. Come on, they gotta look at you. They got to. You know what I'm saying? So that's my time, Scotty. I'm out of here, bro.
Appreciate it. I think a lot of y'all really think like the SWAC is like the old SWAC, and it's not. People just don't look at it the same. Just telling you that right now. Chris, coming to you.
Yo, Scotty, man, what's good, y'all?
What's good, Chris?
Andrew Body, 7-figure quarterback, man. Let's not even play no games. Like, that's what the eval is. I trust the people I know and that I've heard from, and that's what it is, bro. So I mean, I know his phone is ringing pretty loudly right now, but if he just hold on. Just hold on just a little bit. Let people see what they got coming back. Don't make no, don't sign no letter of intents. Don't do none of that. Just take their money on a visit and then just wait. Just wait on it. Pray about it. You know, 7 figures coming, man. Real talk. And it's been coming since September, people. So UAB game gave him a whole lot of justice, man. So shout out to him for the performance there. But yeah, man, 7-figure quarterback easy, bro. Shout out to KB.
Hey, all right, Chris, man, reset the call, bro. Hey, let me tell you, Chris is a SEC alum, right? And when I tell you this boy is connected, I'm telling you he's connected. So when he tells you what he tells you, trust me when I tell you. If he tell you what I tell you, he's going to tell you what he tells you. Alfonso, coming to you.
Hey, yo, what's going on, Scotty?
What's good?
For me, if I was a body, I would go ACC, and I'm going to be real with you.
I agree.
I know I'm biased. Oh, side note, when we spoke last time with Jackson State, I told you Stubbs was the move, and we'll come back to that. But I think if real talk, if he comes, we don't have the money for him. But if you're gonna stay in the HBCU, come to the MEAC, go to SCSU. Because you're gonna get in the Legacy Bowl. We always get people in the NFL. Scouts come there.
It ain't hard to get in the Legacy Bowl.
It ain't, but
it ain't hard to get into the Legacy Bowl.
Think about it. He'll be the full-time quarterback all year long. We had our quarterback.
Who y'all play in 2020? Who's on the schedule?
Bama State, I know, is there already.
Okay. What power schools? It only matters about the power schools.
I haven't seen any power schools yet. I don't think we're gonna be doing Carolina. But we may be doing I haven't seen the other. I just know Bama State is confirmed. They don't know what the power 4 schools we got yet.
Okay.
But like I said, Atkins had 2,000 starting really 4 or 5 games. Think if he started the whole year, how many yards he would have.
Listen, they got some boys that can go. That Jordan kid can go. Number 12 can go.
And they coming back.
They can go. They can go.
But my thing when we brought that thing up when I was talking to you at Jackson, the only reason I said that Stubbs was better was because PV's defense was too disciplined for Atkins, a person that stands back there and makes the right play. For PV's defense, you gotta go make a play, and that's what Stubbs brought. He got to make a play. Yeah. That's why I say the body thing. I think it will work. But for me, if I'm him, I'm going ACC because you can win it. If he gets with the right school, he can win the ACC. Think about my man that was at Central. That was the number 1 running back at Virginia now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he's probably gonna be third round, fourth round.
Easy.
And so you know what I'm saying? Like body come Florida State. I'm a Florida State fan, but I don't know. He could work in that offense, but I don't know.
If it was me,
or
I
FIU.
would like to see him at Clemson. I think listen, FIU is a perfect fit. Okay,
Yeah.
FIU is a perfect fit. I think they have a Power 4 team on the schedule this year. If he would have been able to play against Penn State this year, would have been way better, right? But I think FIU is a perfect fit. I really do. Willie's a great offensive mind. Willie will probably have him in the 3,000-yard area.
And what about the rushing side? That's kind of more valuable in the NFL right now too.
Now I've been saying this since he got in there. I think Drew's a 3,000, 1,000 guy, right? Like that's just me personally. I've always said that. So I think going to FIU to me is the smarter play for an offensive-minded career, or Western Kentucky or one of those, because again of the offensive scheme that they're in. But if Clemson comes calling, if Mississippi State comes calling, if Boston College comes, like, you gotta take those calls. Like, that's just real talk. You gotta.
I ain't gonna lie to you. If I'm him, I ain't trying to mess with the SEC. I'm gonna tell you why. It's gonna be tough in the SEC, man. I'm not saying you want to go somewhere where you know you can.
I think the ACC is wide open, right?
Yeah.
The ACC is wide open. Go to Miami. Go to Syracuse. Go to Boston.
Think about Miami.
Go to Clemson. You know what I'm saying? Like, go anywhere in the ACC. I think it's a great fit for him. I really do. I don't think you have to worry about a lot of the things. And then if you want to go in the Big 12, Colorado's a no.
No.
I'll tell you that Colorado has reached out to me. Yes or no. But yeah, so yeah. Try the Big 12. You know
what about a West Coast team? Now here's another thing. I'm sorry. If I'm an ACC, I forgot this other team. If he can get out of SMU, I don't know if it's possible. You're gonna get that bag out there.
I'm about to say SMU different. SMU different. They got a different type of money down there. Like, boy, listen. It's like, when I say he got his own money, he got his own money. That's SMU, boy. It's different.
Good God.
Money.
Yeah, so that's all I'm saying. But yeah, I think he's gonna end up somewhere good regardless. I would love to see him, selfishly come back to the HBCUs, but I understand you gotta go get that money.
Appreciate it,
gotta
man.
go get that money. Appreciate you, man.
All right, Rock, coming to you.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Scotty? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, man, this is there's only one place for Andrew, in my opinion, and it's Texas. I wouldn't give a damn if it's Houston, Baylor, Rice, North Texas.
Rice.
Yeah, I wouldn't give a damn where it is, man. I guess Rice, they run that old option shit. I wouldn't want to run in that. But I want Andrew in Texas, bro. And I think everybody has their, I don't think let me just say this, bro. If you a quarterback that you got to stack the deck to make it work for you, then you're not an NFL prospect. An NFL prospect goes anywhere in any system and makes it work at the college level. Period. I don't think you have, and I think Andrew is that guy. Whether he goes to a zone read spread option system, he can make it work. Whether he goes to a drop back system, I believe he can make it work. But I believe what kind of system gives him the best opportunity to show off his myriad of skills. I believe a zone read spread option down the field passing system gives him that kind of situation. I don't know. I really like Art Briles' offense, but I don't know who runs it anymore. I don't know the schools that run it. I think Oklahoma runs a version of it. I think Mississippi State runs it. There are a few schools out there that run it. But I think Andrew, we don't have to worry about where Andrew goes and so that he gets the best fit. I agree with you with opportunity, though. Because if you go in as the guy who's paid less than the guy, if Andrew gets 600 and there's a guy getting $1 million, who are they going to play?
The guy who getting paid $1 million.
Yeah, and that's what Andrew has to be mindful of. He's got to go in and wherever he goes, I would want Andrew to go in the system where he is the man, where he's the guy they brought
to take him over the top.
Take him over the top. And so I wouldn't want to. If I was Andrew, if somebody was going to bring me in, now let me say this: say, the guy from Lane Kiffin says, "Hey, I got the guy from Ole Miss that what's the guy that got hurt? Can't think his name. But,
Austin Simmons.
Austin Simmons." And I say, and Lane Kiffin say, "Hey, I can't get Trinidad Chambers, but I'll give you $750 to be the backup, be some insurance." I think that's serious consideration that Andrew's got to take.
Can't do it on your senior year. Can't do it.
Okay.
Can't do it. I just because again, and I told Drew this. I said you would torment yourself to be sitting on the bench, knowing you could have been the guy at Bama State and playing, doing whatever you wanted to do, and you're sitting with $700,000 that you only get about $350 of that because of taxes. It's tough, man. Like, to me, you got to go into a situation.
If he's happy with his career as a college athlete. Now, again, Trinidad Chambers had been to the mountaintop and he won national championship. So I know that's a different. Andrew may be still in the mindset that he has something to prove, right? So that you're right, Scotty. But if he's content with what he has done as because you got to understand, Andrew's been in school 5 years now, right?
I believe so.
Huh?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, this will be his 6th year. And no matter what happens, he's going to have to go out and start a new life, whether it be in the NFL, whether it be
CFL, UFL,
or selling insurance. You understand?
Yeah.
He's going to have to. And at the end of the day, I sure wouldn't want to be at the bus station one day wondering, man, I sure wish I'd have took that $350,000 or that $750,000, because I think that for a 24-year-old guy changes his life and gives him one hell of a start in life, man. Man, I ain't talking about, and I'm talking about if he uses that money for something good. If he goes and buys chains, cars, and all that shit, you might as well just, that's like
hang it up, yeah,
hang it up. But if he goes like one of the guys from Vanderbilt went out and bought a laundromat with his NIL money, you go out and do something like that. So I think, as much as I hate to say it, Andrew's decision is bigger than HBCU football and bigger than football itself, in my opinion. That's what I would tell my son. This is bigger than football.
Listen, I don't disagree with you. I would tell, listen, it all depends on if you feel that you are NFL capable. That's all it comes. And again, if Drew had 2 guaranteed years, I would tell him to go anywhere, because anywhere that first year is a buffer year. And
NFL capable doesn't get you in the NFL though. An opportunity gets you in the NFL.
I agree. But what I'm saying is like, if I feel I'm NFL capable, I don't go and sit the bench my last year. I just can't afford that if I have goals to go into the NFL. If he had 2 years, I would tell him to go anywhere. Anywhere you want to go. Because if you sit behind somebody, then you have the next opportunity to do what you want to do. Or if that person leaves or whatever, now you know the system or you have that buffer. But when you don't have that buffer of that extra year, everybody wants to be Chambliss, but the only way he got in the game was because the guy got hurt. And that doesn't happen all the time. And a lot of opportunities do not come like that all the time. And then when that opportunity comes, you got to be good enough not to give it back.
Man, I'm saying this. If Steve Sarkisian call Andrew and say, hey, Andrew, we got our guy, Arch. Our backup is transferred. We need a guy who can come in and hold the ship down if Arch gets dinged up, knocked out the game, or needs to do some cleanup time or something like that, we're gonna give you $750 or $1 million.
I'm about to say I'm not taking $750 from Texas. It better be $1 million. Goddamn it! It better be $1 million.
No. What I'm saying is those type of situations. If he's presented with those, I don't think you can turn them down. I don't think because guess what? Andrew certainly could go to the first game of the season with the starting job as the man, and he can get injured, and his career is over anyway.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? Like Scotty, this is one thing, and like I said, I don't mean to beat this dead horse. I'm with you. If he had more time in college, then he could make this a multi-layered decision, right? But he has 1 year. And with having 1 year and having the tape and the accolades that he already has as a player, if he's offered transformational, life-changing money, man, I think he got to take it. I don't give a damn what the situation is. That's just how I feel about it. You know, but $350 is not life-changing money. You know what I mean?
No, I got
Yeah.
That's why it's offering you 800, 900, $1 million, 1.5, 1.2, whatever they offering. I mean, it's hard. That's hard for any young kid to say no to. But I would say, this is the question though, Rock. Do you take 800,000 and go to Oregon State and start? Or do you take 1.2 million and be in Texas and sit the bench? That's the question.
Yeah. Now that's a dilemma for sure.
You see what I'm saying? Those are the situations. Do you take $500,000, 600,000 from a, let's say Syracuse comes to you and pays you, says, hey, we'll give you $700, $750. And then Mississippi State comes to you and says, we'll give you 1.5, but there's no guarantee you play. You see, like, those are the conundrums. But if you're a baller, you take the opportunity to go play and you say, hey, I hope, God willing, I do what I think I can capable of doing, and I make more on the back end when I make it to the NFL, or I get an opportunity to go to the CFL or whatever.
Now I will say this, and if Andrew gets in the portal and his value is not, his true value is not honored according to what he believes he should be valued, I wouldn't even be mad if he just went back to Alabama State. Now I believe he's gonna find significant value, but even if he doesn't, right? I believe that Alabama State has offered, he'll be okay.
Hey, right. Let me. I stay on. Okay. I'm gonna bring up somebody who's been waiting, and then I'm gonna let him talk, and then I'll take him down, and we'll keep going. Cool. Al, what's up, Al?
What's going on, Scotty? What's going on, Rocky?
Rocky be talking, so I didn't want to just leave you in the back.
Oh, no, you cool, man. I saw that little post that my man, I don't know about that. I don't know about Kansas. They got a kid that's from my way, man, Isaiah Marshall, who been waiting in the wings at Kansas, man. He just ain't got a chance, man. And that brother, he got offers in the 8th grade from University of Michigan, from Ohio State. So I don't know about that one, man. But, hey, I will say this, Rocky right, man, when you get that kind of money and you don't know what your future may look like, you may not get to the league, but that is definitely a great situation if you get that kind of money that Andrew get. But I'm with you, Scotty. If he want to bet on himself, if he believe that it can happen, man, by all means, do what you got to do. But I'll tell you this, man, I wouldn't want to be in his shoes because I'm listening to a lot of kids. And I'll give you a perfect example. I really wasn't big on Bryce Underwood going to Michigan. I really wanted him to get around a real person who runs the offense or quarterback to really develop him for the NFL. But when they gave him that money, I guarantee you his father and mother told him, you can't pass up on that money.
Mm-hmm.
What you think about that, guys?
Go ahead, Rock.
No, I think you're right. I think when you're offered $20 million like Bryce Underwood was, what can you do? Like you taking your family out of whatever situation they're in and putting them in so much better a situation. And at the end of the day, what are we really playing for at all? What all of us had dreams planned of being on the big stage and doing things for the people we love. Like that's what, as much as we love football, we also, the allure of football is what it can do for us. And if you can get it done at age 18,
let me tell you something.
Turn that money down.
If somebody offered, if I was Andrew, somebody offered me $5-8 million to sit the bench, I'll happily cross my leg.
You know the reason why I wanted to put that out there, guys?
Clipboard holder in the world, boy. I'm sorry, go ahead.
You know why I want to put that out there? Because the backup quarterback just hit the transfer portal at Michigan, and they gave him a hell of an NIL deal. That's why he didn't leave. He didn't leave until he knew the situation transpired with the coach, so he decided to go. But most people want to know why he did not leave, is because he had an NIL package. I think it was almost $2 million. So he just couldn't up and leave. I tell you this before I get off, guys. In today's time, man, I don't know if this gonna be the last forever, but I would tell any young man, you gotta weigh your options. Make sure if it's the place you want to be. If you want to bet on yourself, bet on yourself. But if you got an opportunity to get money that can change your family and change your situation, by all means, do what you got to do. And I'll leave it at that. Y'all guys have a good evening.
Hey, appreciate it, Al.
Yeah, man. I think, like I said, I don't think that Andrew, and we're talking about Andrew's situation. I think Andrew is in a very envious situation in this regard. Andrew pretty much is going to be helped graduate. Has he graduated yet already?
No, I think Bama State alums wanted him to graduate from Bama State.
Okay. So if he hadn't graduated already, and what I'm saying is, he's going to have his degree. He's going to be able to go in, hopefully, and just immerse himself in football, right? Take some bullshit graduate courses at whatever school he goes to, and make football the job that it really should be at this level. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He won't be worried about having to keep up a GPA, keep up his classes, any of that kind of stuff. He can just really immerse himself in football, and we'll see what happens, man. Andrew has, whether y'all realize it or not, there's only one quarterback in the last 5 years since I've been watching that's been better than Andrew. That's it. So he submitted himself as one of the better SWAC quarterbacks. Now, the crazy thing is, y'all want to act like what he did at, when I say y'all, I'm saying SWAC fans, want to act like what he did at TSU was not significant.
That shit was big time. I don't care. Nobody said as a freshman, it was crazy.
So what he did,
I'm gonna be honest with you, and Drew and their family can tell you, I told him to leave after his freshman year. I thought he should jump to the portal after his freshman year. That's what I told him. But nobody wants to listen to me. Hey,
No, but I would just simply say what he's done is significant. So again, I think he's given HBCUs and the HBCU fans, all he owe us. So there should be no guilt or any obligation to stay in HBCU sports. I mean HBCU football if he doesn't want to, man. I want to answer this, Rock, gave everything. Go ahead.
This is really bothering me, right? Let me see. This. Do y'all love HBCU football or not? Because this is wild as hell. Yes, the institution are underfunded and not many donations, but y'all are dead ass suggesting guys follow the bags. Listen, I need you to understand. This is why I say HBCUs should not care about NILs. You cannot compete. This is, see, it's not about, again, I hate when people look at athletics and HBCUs like this special little thing. It is capitalism at its finest. You don't stay at your job if another job is going to offer you $50,000 more. I really like my boss, and I was here with my boss from the beginning. You'll be like, hey man, listen, I love kicking it with you, but again, and then it's all about your morals, your values of what you feel is worth to you. But to act like you wouldn't take more money if another job came and offered you. If you was typing at your desk and you was making $35,000 and you was working at a small business, and then a major corporation loved what you did and wanted to offer you $175, you're going to sit there and say, I really like this small business. I really do. I mean, there's nothing better for me to be here. No, nigga, you're going to get up and you're going to get that new job. Stop trying to act. Stop trying to act like the world is not a capitalist society. Everybody on this chat has gone to better jobs to get more pay or a better way of living or better work life.
Scotty, Scotty, it's more simpler than that. All of you HBCU graduates went to college, did well, went to graduate school, did well, so y'all can go work for that white man. So stop it.
I don't get it.
Stop it. Andrew has did what he's supposed to do. He's performed at the highest level possible at HBCU football. He's actually the HBCU player of the freaking year. So why wouldn't he take those accolades just like y'all take y'all degrees and y'all GPAs and go present those to a white man to try to get the most money you can get? Let Andrew do the same and let him do that with a clear conscience and no pressure. Because that's what y'all gonna do when y'all graduate. Y'all gonna go present y'all degree to a white man and say, please give me all the monies you can.
Because I'm smart. Let me say this.
Smart.
I did do the podcast and I said, and this is the kicker to me. I said, if HBCUs could offer the same amount of money as PWIs, this wouldn't even be a conversation. If Alabama State was in the same boat as a Miami, if Alabama State was in the same boat as a Michigan, this wouldn't even be a conversation. I would say, why do you need to leave? They can pay you what you're worth, and you're playing big time ball, and they got better pageantry, and you're playing in front of your own people. Why would you not want to stay? But when you can't offer him the same amount of money, you can't give him the best situation for a quarterback to get to the league, I have to go to elevate my stock. That's just what it is. Like, there's no getting around it. It isn't. And again, it's not for everybody. And that's why you have kids who graduate from HBCUs and who don't graduate from HBCUs. But at the end of the day, you cannot get mad at kids wanting to get their market value for their skill set and what they've accomplished. Come on, man. Like, we can't do this.
And watch this, Scotty. And this is something that I actually got on for because I think the Andrew conversation is an elementary conversation, meaning that the kid has done everything he can at the HBCU level. He's earned the right to go on the open market and get as much money as he can. But this is what I'm saying. Considering what Alabama State did in order to marshal their funds to get Andrew to stay, consider what has been offered by other institutions for a player like Andrew. Does it change the economics for players at the HBCU? And does Smoot, a guy like Smoot, say, hey, y'all had something for Andrew to stay. Can I get some of that? I don't need as much as you gave Andrew, but if I'm gonna stay, I want something.
He has the right to ask. It's not like he didn't win no games for him. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he didn't play. He has every right to ask. I think he has, if I'm not mistaken, I think he has a broken clavicle. Somebody told me that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, other than that, pay the kid. Like, if he feels like if he feels like he has a value that he feels like he needs to go get it. You know what I'm saying? But again, for me, Andrew makes his value in the big games. It's not the little games. It's not the valleys. It's not the UAPBs. He made his money in the Jackson game. He made his money in the UAB game. See, listen, guys, I want to be very clear when I say this. And it's no shot towards Smoot. I think Smoot is a competent quarterback. I think he can get the job done. But he is not a truck. He is a trailer. And what I mean by that is he needs all the pieces to be around him to make the game competitive. If you just go back and watch the Jackson State, put Smoot in Jackson State and see if they win the game. See if they see if they even on the 2-yard line. See if they score enough points to make the game competitive. They do not. I'll answer it for you. They do not. That is where you have your quarterback needs to show up in the big games. It's not the wins against Bethune-Cookman. Like, you're supposed to beat them. You're a better team.
And to your point, they literally beat FAMU without even using Andrew. You know, if you go look at his numbers, I want to say he threw for 100 yards and ran for 50. You know what I mean? They didn't even need Andrew in that game. But like you say, at Jackson State, they were nowhere. There were nowhere in that game without Andrew.
And that's what makes him Superman. Because when you need me, okay, I'll go ahead and take the glasses off. And I'll go put the cape on and let's go do this thing because I'm capable of doing that. But when you have a guy who's not capable of doing that and all he knows is to be Clark Kent, when things go wrong, you're like,
let me say this. Let me say this. I believe what got him hurt was the PV game, and he had to go put the cape on.
Trying to get it back, trying to make a play.
They were down 21 points, and he had to put the cape on in order to get him back in the game.
Tied the game back up, Noop. Dummy. Who tied the game back up, dummy? He made the mistake and then ran 21 straight and asked me if Smoot threw a pass for a touchdown in that game. Negative. They ran the ball to get the touchdown and to get a field goal. Shut up. Without Drew, you're not in that game. Let me go to Chris. Coming to you.
Yo, Scotty, man. Well, people got this is straight from a SEC GM. I just heard. Body the top quarterback in the portal right now. That's all levels. Period. We don't know what's gonna happen in January 2nd. We don't know who's gonna get in or who, we don't know that, but he the top right now. And only thing he needs to do is just wait. Just hold off. School don't start to January 28th. Just wait. You know what I'm saying? And if he waits, he will be rewarded handsomely. People not, man, the guy who has had Andrew Body's name in his mouth since they played was Trent Dilfer. We all know what happened after the game. All right. That was it. Once that handshake and that hug came, it's a wrap. He was gone. It was all about stat pattern from there. Look, hey, Alabama State won a little bit. That's great. But I'm telling y'all, like, it's over for him, man. It's over. Like, it's done.
Appreciate you, Chris.
Appreciate
you. When I'm listen, I need y'all to understand. Like, he's not showing his face for a reason. Okay, like, I need y'all to understand. I'll say this. Chris has put me on the phone with the Vanderbilt GM. 3-way. Hey, what's going on with Andrew? I've been on the phone. Like I need y'all to understand, like, Chris he's not just talking to talk. Like, that's just not what he does, right? So again, he has the connections to get the information that he's looking for, right? So again, all I'm saying to you is this: if he says it, it is real. That's all I'm gonna say. Go ahead, Rock.
Hey, and I was saying, I was just looking on here. Andrew has an elite rating from Rivals. He couldn't have had that coming out of high school, could he?
Huh?
He has an elite rating from Rivals. He didn't have an elite rating coming out of high school, did he?
I don't think so.
Otherwise, he wouldn't have been at TSU.
And if you can't see his shirt, it definitely says CAA. That's
no. But what I'm saying is Andrew should capitalize on his value. Now, I don't know. See, here's the deal about, I think we're underestimating the need for quarterbacks in this space. With the turnover, you got to understand, as every time a coach, there's a coaching turnover, that quarterback at that school is generally going to enter the portal, because guess what? The quarterback want to bring his guy, the coach wants to bring his guy in.
Yeah.
A guy that's loyal to him. The only thing that hurts Andrew in this situation is that he's a senior, but in some cases, I believe that can help him because they can recruit a guy and also bring Andrew in and say, hey, the guy I'm bringing in only has 1 year. You're the man after Andrew's gone. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that bodes well for a new coach, in my opinion, a coach that's just taking over a program. You got a lot of guys in a.
You gotta stay on. I'm gonna just slide them up. What's up, Jason?
Scotty, what's good, man?
What's goody?
Look, I had to hop up here because y'all talking about a topic. Hold on, let me get my camera on.
Come on, Pastor.
All right.
Come on.
All right,
Come
cool.
on.
What's good, man?
Hey, what's up, Jason? Good, pleased to meet you, man.
Pleased to meet you as well, Rocky. Man, I was just having this conversation about the NIL because I was looking at some of the comments when Andrew Body, but more particularly some comments that some of our fans were making when a few of our guys were getting in the portal. And I told them, man, I have to tell them, man, it's not personal.
Nah.
And I know this because I work with these guys from that side. Man, a lot of these guys, man, they have, real life situations that happen outside of football. So if an opportunity presents itself for them to make some more money, a lot of them, man, I'm just throwing out scenarios, man. A lot of them come from single parent homes, like mom at home making it the best way she can. So if she got this child that can make a little bit more money at another school, then it ain't even about the coach. And a lot of people were trying to make it a Jackson State program issue. And it's like, bro, this is not our program issue. Like they love the program, but they're having to sacrifice for things that are outside of their control.
Absolutely.
Now, from the money standpoint, bro, like you said, like we will never compete. Even it's real life levels to it. I mean, even if you look at a lot of people were trying to figure out, man, Lane Kiffin, he had this season at Ole Miss. He's in the same conference as LSU. But let's look at the alumni base. LSU has about 225,000 alumni versus Ole Miss has about 178,000. Now, am I saying all of those alumni give back? No. But when you look at the margin and percentage, then a much larger pool of LSU alumni gives back because they have more alumni.
Yeah.
Now, we're talking about SEC. Jackson State only has 40,000 alumni over the span of its existence. So, I mean, you can imagine with the average HBCU only having about 11 to 13% of their alumni that consistently give back. And that's not even athletics. That's just in general to the general college fund. Then you have to break that down even the more to see how many give to athletics. And it does not compete. So, man, the thing I would say, man, some of these kids, man, these are things that are outside of their control. And we really can't. Now, I will say we can compete. Well, I'm going to just speak from the Jackson State standpoint. We can compete with a ULM, with a UAB from an alumni base, but we just need to establish and cultivate that momentum to get our people to actually give and believe in the program and understand the landscape of college sports and the importance of them giving into that. So, yeah, man.
Jason, I just want to ask you, Jason, you're a Jackson State supporter, is that correct? Alumni?
Yeah, most definitely.
So here's one of the things that as a guy that's coming in from the outside, this is one of the things that bothers me, and I talk to Scotty about this all the time, is that the HBCU alumni, even coaches, sometimes brag about doing more with less, right?
Yeah,
I don't think that's something that anybody should brag about. Like, I think that's an indictment on the HBCU football fans. I think that's an indictment on the administration. I think that's an indictment on the just sheer exploitation that you're willing to put your kids under just so you could have a football team to
Rock
in every fall. I think it's a travesty.
Listen, man, and I felt like I was in church. I was up amening because this is something that TC has always, kind of like perpetuated throughout the program. And Tremaine Jackson said it in his final interview. He was talking about, hey, this is not, I'm paraphrasing, but he said this is not just an HBCU football program, because he was talking about some of the stereotypes associated and some of the connotations associated with people saying we're HBCU program.
Yeah.
Well, no, man. First, people are not going to look at us different until we look at ourselves differently. And that's one of the things that I absolutely love about what we do over at 1400. It's about making this a competitive program in FCS, not just in HBCU.
Go ahead. Well, one of the things I'm saying is, like, why would we go to games and watch kids trade helmets? Why would HBCUs have a football team and not have a training table? Why would you have a football team and not have trainers? Why would you have a football team? You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not talking about NIL. I ain't talking about none of that stuff. I'm talking about just the bare minimum.
Man, let me tell you, Rock, and this Scotty knows me, but I've worked at 3 HBCUs. I'm a professor at Alcorn State University right now. Worked at Jackson State for a minute. Worked at Tougaloo College. I consult at several Grambling, Alcorn. You name it. I've probably done some work there. And man, I'm one of those people that don't care about being counseled because I believe that everything that happens for me, every opportunity comes from God. So whatever you think you can take away from me, I don't care. So I'm prefacing that by saying this. I think it's a mentality issue in HBCU. I think we have to understand the power and the value in what we have. Like, dude, man, Scotty says it all the time, bro. We can run this up. And you see these P5 programs, they understand that football is the bedrock of your university. Football is the bedrock of all the other sports. And for some reason, whether it's arrogance, whether it's just pride, a lot of upper administrators in HBCU, they don't want to accept that reality. If you put money into the football program and that's successful, it is going to generate you so much revenue that it takes care of everything else. So, man, I think a part of that is just a mentality that exists in administration, not at the one I work at. I love our administration, but at a lot of HBCUs.
For me, I've said it time and time again. I don't think NIL is like when Jason talks about competing with the UABs and ULMs. To me, it's like that's where your dollar stops at. Like, I'm not trying to get outside of that, right? Like, I can't overpay for anybody because I always believe there's enough kids in the world to have a successful program without having to throw the bag at. If I'm just being honest, if I'm Bama State, I can't afford Andrew, and that's okay. That's okay.
Bro,
but there's
okay.
It's okay. I can't afford you. That's okay. I'm not even about to try to afford you because I can't, right? But what I can do is I can go find me another one that might be just as good, maybe better, maybe not. I don't know. But again, that is my job as a coach to figure it out because that's the nature of the business. But what Bama State can do is we can keep investing in our resources. We can keep investing in our facilities because that attracts kids to want to play here at Bama State. Jackson State has a great facility, football calf, all these amenities that attract, and they win. It attracts kids to want to come play. I'm not about to overpay any kid to come play football for me. I'm just not doing it.
Thanks.
Watch this. If you have a well-stocked training table, right, it could offset any NIL money that a kid could get at another place. You understand what I'm saying? If he's only going to spend his NIL money buying himself food or providing him things that's already provided at another program, what's the benefit of going to that school? When you simply going to give the $1,500 to $2,000 they're giving you a month, you're going to simply use it to buy food, whereas at Jackson State, they have a cab. They have a training table. Y'all have adequate housing and facilities for your football players. So I'm with Scotty in this, is that you should spend time making what do they call it in education? All the wraparound services for the football team should be fully funded before you address NIL. Like the money that they're trying to pay Andrew Body with, they should take that money and make sure they have training table, trainers, adequate housing, all that first. All of that stuff first for all 105 guys on the roster, and then you can start talking about paying players.
Listen, and I want to be very clear. Paying players does not mean $10,000 a month. Listen, man, some of these kids just need, and Jason, $1,500, $1,000, $2,000 goes a long way with some of these kids, man.
Let me tell you, man. I mean, because like we're gonna feed. You don't have to worry about food. I mean, they just need some money.
In some places they do worry about food, though, Jason.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Some college athletes worry about food.
You're right. And I know, man. But I mean, Scotty, we can continue to beat a dead horse, man. But that's just reality, man. Like, you cannot, just from a sheer number standpoint, we wouldn't be able to compete with, some of the larger programs. But I do absolutely believe, we're continue to do all that we can to build our bottom line so that we can make sure our players are taken care of. But man, this conversation around like y'all not for HBCU. No, it's just perspective. Like football is not all these guys are about, and a lot of the decisions they make sometimes it has very little to do with the team and has everything to do with everything that goes on outside of the game.
Absolutely.
So yeah, man, you on this topic, man. I said, man, I gotta hop on here because
do you know
I get this all the time.
Do you know we live in a time that 5 years ago, if Andrew Body had a kid and he went to Coach Eddie Robinson and said, Coach, I don't have no Pampers for my kid. My kid needs some Pampers. Do you know that Eddie Robinson couldn't arrange to provide Pampers for Andrew's kid? That would be a violation.
That's crazy.
Like that's the situation that a lot of players were in, and y'all were, and we as a culture were running. And I'm talking about the United States, the American sports apparatus was running those kids out there to play ball without no concern for what they needed or their family needed. That's a travesty. And when I think about it, man, I'm ashamed that I supported sports the way that I did, understanding that that's what was going on all over the United States.
Oh, yeah, man.
Appreciate you jumping on, JG.
All right, appreciate you, man.
He's out.
Good to meet you, Jason.
Let me say this, right?
We got a guy down here.
Yeah, but let me get a Bobby. Yeah, Bobby, coming to you.
Yo,
you live, Bobby?
Right on. Hey, man, I just want to talk ball real quick to my sensitive people. I don't want to talk NIL and all that because we get that. That's easy, right? If we go back and look at the quarterbacks out of the FCS that's been drafted, right, into the NFL or got an honest look by the NFL, if you look at their numbers, they're godly numbers. And if you coming out of HBC, if you come out of
Carson Wentz wasn't, the numbers weren't godly, but everybody else was.
Right. But if you look at, consider the fact that the HBCU conferences, no matter how you feel about them, aren't ranked high amongst the other FCS schools. For a quarterback to be considered for the NFL out of the SWAC or the MEAC, their numbers have to be ridiculous. I'm talking about hovering over 5,000 yards a year to even get an eyebrow to raise, because especially in the SWAC, we don't play the kind of competition that would warrant an eyebrow raise from one game or two games. You have to have a good season or a series of good seasons to show that you're worthy of the opportunity to play quarterback in the NFL, because there's only one on the field at a time. So I'm not mad at Andrew for wanting to go to the NFL playing quarterback. If he was playing receiver, running back, lineman, different. Quarterback, if he has a season that he has in the SWAC at a Power 4 school, he's getting a look in the NFL. He doesn't have to overperform his last year's stats to get that look back. Matter of fact, if he slightly underperforms, he'll still get that look because he's showing that he can do it at different levels. And I think people get overly sensitive when they say he won't be able to get it at an HBCU. But what school in the SWAC, playing a competition that the SWAC schools played, had a quarterback with 5,000 yards this season?
Not many.
I don't think we had a 5,000 yard quarterback in the SWAC.
I think the closest was Akil. I think Akil threw for 4,000.
Yeah, Akil, but Akil was in that type of offense. Now, if you put Andrew Body in an offense like that, that's different. That's Senior Bowl action, because he's way better than Akil. and he can make plays in different ways than Akil could make plays. Because Akil was feet in mud. You know what I mean? He didn't have no footwork whatsoever.
I think Akil, in my opinion, I think Akil just simply had a better core of wide receivers, in my opinion.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
But, you know, I hope that young man go out there and get that paper. I hope he gets an opportunity to do what his life dream is to do, and that's to play in the NFL, man. I really do hope that for him. And I want to thank him for the time he was in the SWAC. You know, I didn't appreciate what he did to my school, but it's okay. It's okay. That's open now. But y'all boys have a good night.
Hey, appreciate it. Let me say this. I want to say this, and Rocky, I'm gonna give you the last few minutes to say your points. But what quarterback has E-Rob developed? Somebody, I got time. somebody, please. Now, if you want to talk about linebackers, you want to talk about somebody, tell me what, because until Andrew got there, quarterbacks were anemic. That was his Achilles heel. He couldn't find a quarterback. So explain to me when Eddie Robb became the QB guru or the QB whisperer.
I can tell you in January of 2024, that's when he became a quarterback guru, when AB signed when he landed AB in the transfer portal. That's when he became a quarterback guru right there. That's when he knew his fortunes had changed.
The football guys, they bless me.
Yeah, man. Now, this is all I want to say, man, is I just want everybody to support Andrew as he moves on, wherever he moves on, man. He's done nothing but represent the SWAC in a tremendous way. And I'll say this, Andrew's one of those kids that he could play in the SWAC his senior year, and he's going to be okay because he has great parents. He has come from a great family. There are a lot of kids that don't have that. So when those kids get in the transfer portal, man, congratulate those kids, love on those kids, man, and accept the fact that they're going to greener pastures and they may have aspirations or needs that's greater than football, man. That's all I'm saying.
That's fair, man. Man, Rock, I always appreciate you jumping on with me. Listen, guys, y'all know it's everybody till I die, baby. And wherever he go, I go. You know what I'm saying? So if you're on the bench, I'm on the bench with him. So that's what it is. But I can't wait for the journey, man. I really can't wait for the journey. I appreciate the family I appreciate Drew. I appreciate the family for listening to my insight. Appreciate y'all for listen. Let's just keep it a buck, man. Outside of Andrew's giftings, if it wasn't for me for the last 4 years screaming Andrew body, would we really be having this conversation, Rock?
Well, no, because Scotty, I'm gonna give you your flowers, Scotty. You come in this space, and from day one, your insight and your ability to evaluate talent has been remarkable. And I want to say Andrew is one of the first players that you realized that was special, that I know that you championed. Even when people wanted to associate his ability with the school he played in and all that kind of stuff, you insisted. Andrew's the best quarterback in this conference, or one of the best quarterbacks in this conference. When people were just saying that he could win and whatever. And I'm just happy. I'm just so happy, Scotty, that you were able to make everybody eat those words that they said when they thought you were just being bloviating about Andrew.
Yeah.
And it wasn't based in your real, true, exceptional talent evaluation.
Mind you, he only played half the season. Player of the year, and he only played half the. Tell me when I say he got his own money. He got his own. The boys, man, that's enough. Listen, again, I appreciate that, Rock, because again, there's a lot of, you win some.
I'm taking shots because, like I say, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm biased for Andrew because Andrew a Texan, And so I'm going to be rooting for him all the way around because he's a Texan and he's coming in this space where really, I'm going to be honest with you guys, the fact that what we have to offer in Texas isn't really represented in the SWAC. I can't wait.
I actually was right. I said Shador was not a first-round pick. I was actually right on that one. If we're being honest, I was the only one.
You said fourth round.
I said fourth round. I said fourth round.
Fourth round.
I said that. So I don't know what you're talking about because I was actually pretty right about that. And I said it would have been even worse if he would have stayed in the SWAC. I said he's a 7th round pick if he stays in the SWAC. I said if he goes to Colorado, he's a 3rd or 4th round pick. That's what I said.
Only thing I say is he's gonna throw for 5,000 yards in one season if he stays in SWAC because if they have to quit running the football, they
were gonna do that. They was completely. But again, see the thing about it, I'll say this about Shador. I wish he would have stayed in the SWAC because he would have had to throw in at the Senior Bowl. You couldn't have got away with just the SWAC tape. You couldn't have got away from that. He would have had to throw it. Anybody is better than Dylan Gabriel. I think he would be the most.
So this is what I just want to put this up for this reason. I want y'all to watch the quarterbacks that play in the playoffs and tell me how many quarterbacks have a better skill set than Andrew. I'm not talking about numbers. I'm not talking about teammates. I'm talking about have a better skill set. I look at what's the guy saying name? SAY.
Just saying or something like that, or
yeah. When you watch him play, he probably knows the offense very well. But when you talk about playmaker, he ain't nowhere near what Andrew is as a playmaker. You know, he's literally a guy that drops back and throws to the open guy, and he has first-round draft picks to throw to. And I'm saying that to say this: there are a lot of guys that are not as talented as Andrew that's starting all over the country.
Julian, that's his name. Now listen, Quincy Casey, let me say this. Quincy Casey, probably the best arm talent I have seen in my life. Like just I've physically seen you throw the ball. Probably the best arm talent I've ever physically seen in my life. If you put him on any team in the SWAC right here, right now, he's probably the 2nd best quarterback, 3rd best quarterback in the conference. He was that good talent-wise. But again, when you're situations, man, it matters. Like situations matter. And let me tell you why. Because he goes to West Georgia, he plays 5-6 games in West Georgia because they started a white boy in front of him. He throws for 2,000 yards in 6 games. I mean, I think he threw for like 480 and like 4 touchdowns in one game at West Georgia. So, you know.
I'm gonna tell you, situations matter for everything. Purview actually got beat because they injured the starting quarterback.
Yeah.
and if Stubblefield doesn't come in the game, it's a rout. It's a rout.
They win that game, and it's not even close.
And Stubblefield came in a situation where he can play free without any concerns of being pulled, and he lit Prairie ass up. Situations matter, man.
So, Kevin McCrary, first of all, this isn't right. It wasn't 3 schools. There's only 2 schools. And he hasn't been hurt every year because he played his full year as a freshman. He got hurt his sophomore year and then re-injured the same shoulder in the next game against NCCU that year. So you got to get your stats together. So, and there's no need. Listen, man, there's no need to stay at Alabama State if your goal is to be in the NFL. And if anybody brings up Tavares Jackson, take that shit somewhere else. It is not the same day and age.
Eddie Robinson not going to let him throw it enough.
Come on, man. He's just not. He's just not. And again, like me and Rock been saying, Alabama State can't pay you what all these white schools going to pay you. So you telling me you want me to stay in a situation where I'm going to get paid less? I'm going to have a harder time to get to the NFL? Come on, man. Stop it. But that's what. If you at home with me. 1, 2, 3. Everybody, stop playing with that man. Very simple. Rock, last point before we get up out of here.
No, man. I just want to say, I always enjoy being on here, man. Let's just support Andrew wherever he goes, man. Let's have watch parties. Let's have HBCU updates wherever he goes each week next season, man. Let's make sure that Andrew continues to be part of the HBCU family as he goes on and pursues his college career, man. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry, Rock.
Let's just go with Andrew. Let the culture go with Andrew.
If he's on the bench, I'm not doing a watch party for a kid on the bench.
Okay. Yeah. I understand that, Scott.
I ain't doing a watch party for a kid on the bench. I'll tell Andrew personally. I ain't doing a watch party for you, my boy. If you're on the bench, I can't help you. Enjoy the money. Now,
I like him to say, hey, I think he should go to North Carolina and play for Belichick. He could be the next Tom Brady.
Let me say something about this. I was the only person in the space that said Akil Glass would not get drafted. I want to say that again. And I was the only, and I was getting ridiculed because of the stats Akil was putting up and everything. I mean, his numbers were gaudy. I was the only person in this space that said Akil Glass would not be drafted.
You also said Isaiah Lamb wouldn't get drafted, and he didn't get drafted either. So, and I was against him on that one. Like I say, Scotty, talent evaluation. You've been spot on.
Xavier Smith was the best player, the best HBCU player to be drafted. Ask me who's still playing in the league and is on an active roster right here, right now.
Yeah.
I just listen.
Me and you also. Now, I said I didn't see FAMU a lot, but I saw him in that playoff game. And when I saw Marcus Bell play, I was able to see him right away. Look, yeah, he's like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nobody else was like him on the field. And Marcus Bell is still with the Cowboys. And
still with the Cowboys. Yep. Still playing. So listen, man. If I tell you a mouse can pull a wagon, hook it up, man. I just that's all I need.
Let me give you a good one, Scotty. This is one we say around in East Waco. If I tell you it's ice cream on the moon, get a goddamn spoon.
I might have to steal that one because I'll be trying to tell y'all. And it wasn't because of Glass. And somebody said it was because of Glass's bad offensive line. It was not because of his bad. He had bad feet. He was not mobile. The NFL was going to more mobile quarterbacks. When you got Josh Allen, a big white boy, just as big as Akil Glass, running, the boy runs. Okay, that boy would be
baseline of athleticism that it takes to play quarterback in the NFL now.
I said this, I said if Akil Glass was coming out in the age of the Eli's, the Big Bens, he's draftable. He's more than draftable. But that's not the day and age anymore. It is not the pocket passer, right? It is the mobile guys. That's why you see a lot more black quarterbacks. That's why you see a lot of guys that are able to run. I don't even know. The only pocket passes I can really think of is Aaron and who else? Because even Jackson Dart run.
Yeah. There's a baseline of athleticism that the boys raise. And I can say this, and just this, Scotty, if you look at it, they're raising the level of athleticism of quarterbacks, even for white guys that play quarterback.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like they're not letting any big. Remember when they say big, strong, big, tall, strong. He can stand in the pocket while the bullets are flying. They don't even say that.
Better move. You better move. You better be able to move.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm out of here, brother.
All right, man. Appreciate you, Rock, man. Hey, listen, guys, I'm about to get up out of here as well. I appreciate all you guys for tuning in, man. I didn't think it was going to go this long. I got over 2,000 people on here. I got some people on. I got probably about 1,000 or 1,500 on Twitter, maybe another 400 or 500 on YouTube, man. Appreciate you guys for tuning in as always. Listen, until next time, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to holler. God bless.